Where's the oil?
A little reprieve from the din outside.
You are in the wrong place, Pinky. Fear? Pity, perhaps. A blind wolf may lead the pack, but sooner or later they will all starve. If you shared in a heritage so fine as ours, a culture so advanced, you'd remain proud too. But never mind that. If you need to suit up, I can offer you a fair price. If not, I would thank you to move on.
You're cheating! What? Back, I'll spare you. You're really fun. Ready? Go! Okay, wait, let me hide again. Go! Ooh! Wow! I know how to spell. My way is too small for you. You'll have to find another. Hope you brought a shovel.
I've spotted something. One must put in due effort if one is to reap the proper reward.
You're back. And you brought... But who's this?
Wither, this is my new friend. He's really smart. You'll like him a lot.
Please, small child, leave...
But he's really nice. And tall.
Why, a grown friend. You, dead walker, tell me true. Stand you with the source hunters, or do you serve the tyrant Brachus Rex? Ancient history. Can it have been so long already? I haven't seen a living soul in all that time. What a strange notion. A wicked king it was. Brachus. Yet, my please, good sir, you must free me. Prize this spear from my chest. Seize the spear. End this degradation.
I've got it.
Good sir, you have set my body free. Free to crumble to dust at last. But my spirit, blast! I remain trapped in this mouldering skeleton yet. That would I do, but there is strong magic at play here. I am bound still. Even as my body shall crumble, my very soul remains trapped in my bones. A spell most terrible. I have heard of such magic after he interred me in this, but I know this place well. I could lead you to its likely location. In turn, you would find a path straight out of this fort. My freedom for yours. What say you? Marvelous, my friend. Marvelous. You'll first have to get inside the fort itself. There's a secret switch on a statue of the Seven in the courtyard. Surely you know it. The switch will open a hatch, and you'll be led into the prison's main floor. I suspect that within Brachus's phylactery room, you will find the container which ensnares my soul. He has likely disguised it well, but search there for another hidden switch. Brachus would have made me a supplicant, a slave to these walls. With your help, I'll die, at last, with dignity. Fort Joy is a dangerous place, my friend. Dangerous indeed. Brachus used this place to build an arsenal of terrible weapons. Here, he and his researchers crafted punishments and snares.
Up, I want to be a hero like you. You're a real hero, not only one from a story. You finished here. Take this. It'll show you how to find my secret fort and my treasure chest. So here's your last quest. If you can find a way up, you can have my treasure.
I feel him, but I do not see him.
No one tells me there are so many children in this Fort Joy. Your kind I handle, but small ones. An elf lives forever. If she stays away from spears and fire, she has no need for slimy, sticky
As you approach the young elf, Lotus...
Hey, listen, I don't know why, but I think I need to talk to you. Mind?
She darts over to the elf without responding. They begin talking in earnest, more quietly than you can overhear. Lotus suddenly snatches up both the elf's hands and leans close to her. Her voice rises.
You have to tell me.
The whites of Losa's eyes fade to grey, then black. The colour runs into her veins, crisscrossing her skin like lightning. She keeps hold of Sahela's hands.
It rises in you even now, Losa. Do not let it. You must be strong. Be strong. Fight. Fight. You are okay. You are yours. No one else's.
Shut up. Let go. Let go. I don't want to hurt her. Don't make me.
Losa is rigid as a board, tense with the effort of holding Sahela's hands in tight, painful bunches.
Leave me alone. Leave me. I don't want to.
You are hurting me.
Losa's eyes are black. Sahela's fingers are white under her grasp.
Let me go. Please.
A sinister smile spreads across Losa's lips. She jerks the elf.
Chatty elf. Chatty elf with all the answers. I wonder what your blood...
Losa, please. You must not defend her. She wakes if she is weakened. We must hurt her to protect her, you see?
I bet the elf blood tastes like honey. Let's find out.
Yourself. You must weaken her to help her. It is almost enough. A few more hits. She comes back to me when she is weaker.
Yeah, thanks.
But I do not see him.
What? Don't look at me like that.
I feel him,
That thing has nothing to do with me. It's just a visitor. A fly that won't buzz off. Glad it didn't freak you out too much, though. I know this kind of stuff can be weird if you aren't used to it. Look at us. Let's keep moving. I want to get out of this bloody place as soon as possible.
The young girl's eyes are covered, but she turns toward you when you approach. She smiles as though she recognizes you, though she couldn't have seen your face.
Hello, stranger. A strange person from a strange time. I wonder, do you even know how lost you are? I see it before my eyes. It is not so bad. I know which days have bread and which days have none. I know more bread comes someday. It helps. Your life is not your own. Your life is for us all. I cannot say more. You see someday.
Her eyebrows shoot up.
There can be a way. Amiro knows. But he is gone. Do you see him? He knows how to leave. My protector, my friend, an elf like me, with a spirit bright as new leaves. He tries to help me, to save me, and he suffers very much. He is caught by those who hurt him. I wish so much for his return. And he tells you what you seek, a way out. You bring me great peace. Thank you, my friend. I see something that helps. I see a lizard. He is a lizard of many dreams, of far feeling. You do not free Amiro without him. Yes, please ask. Oh, I do not cover my eyes. I cover the place they used to be. They are gone now, taken, but I see all the same. He is a very blind man. He sees things but not truth, not love or joy. I feel very sorry for him. You understand when you meet him after you escape. It is safer here. We make no trouble for Griff. He makes no trouble for us. I knew we must be here. I am not sure how much to explain. You are here, and so we are here. My home is far. Your language gives me some trouble. We elves... Time, for us, is now. There is not then and when. I know they help. I know they help. I feel him, but I do not see him.
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Rare is the human who goes against their own for an elf.
She bows.
In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. In the camp, the brute Griff rules. He who gives the bread has the power. I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs I can stand, but I fear the Magisters. It gives me great pain. Wait, before you go. I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. For you, a prize. I save it for a special occasion, but I can think of no finer occasion than this. Thank you.
I know they help.
my unlikely friend. What do you need?
I'm hungry.
Carrot, cockle, plough. That's what happened. Why hasn't Alexander risen yet?
So, this is Fort Joy.
Surely you'll have one.
What a crumbling disaster.
Scram, snake face. Leave him be. Don't make me say it again.
Listen, I can help you if you just...
Shut up, elf.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted. Everything there? Good. Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh? I've got that special shipment he was asking after. Here's the goods. Like you wanted.
Take your coin then.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
Keep it there, will ya?
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
Keep it there, will ya? Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh? Keep it there, will ya?
I've got that special shipment he was asking after.
Keep it there, will ya?
This clown? Caught him stealing from my kitchen. Still won't say where he stashed my supplies. Sound like someone you'd let off with a slap on the wrist. Caught him red-handed trying to make supplies. crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet. All I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got yourself a deal. Ain't fit for beasts.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted.
Just as you're about to address the...
This man is a dreamer. As you know, I need a word with him. Permission indeed.
He bids the dreamer stand up. The dreamer then chews and he falls asleep. The Red Prince pinches the bridge of his nose in apparent irritation before turning his back on the jabbering dreamer. You receive a withering glance.
A deserved bit of sarcasm, I suppose. Turns out I'm being hunted by an The dreamers, though, they're on my side. And they've visions of me on the throne. That's because you haven't seen that other world in all its glory. It is... Oh, I was born with the promise of an empire, but to keep it I must find a second dreamer. A greater one. Bahara is her name, and she resides in the swamplands east of the fort. So... let us make our escape and venture there post-haste.
You know, I could tell you all about swamp dreamers too if I chewed that much Druidine.
Oh, do hold your prickly tongue.
But I was... It was... Please, tell me. Tell me. Why did you wake me? I was so close. So close. And you smell of burnt hair and barren dreams. But I had the good breeding not to mention it. Supplies? You mean the oranges? Though I'd guess Mr. Griff is more upset about the Druidine than the citrus. The Druidine Griff cleverly smuggles into the prison, of course, stuffed inside the oranges. You don't think he'd really be so mad over a little missing fruit, do you? No, it's not the oranges, but the dreams he's after. Same as I, though. I have the right, the responsibility. Druidine, it makes you master of all you see when you sleep. The dreamer is not the play actor, but the playwright. It may be hard for you to understand, but my kind, we dream for the greater good. What we see can predict the truth, can even shape the truth. But we need Druidine to do it. Before I was caught, before I was brought here, I saw a vision. The void woken, slain, divinity. But just as I was about to see how it happened, the Magisters beat down my door. This is my last chance to find out the secret, to find out how to save us all. So you see, I cannot give back the Druidine, not only for myself, but for all of us. My dreams are my gift. They may be our salvation, too. Fine, take the
I think this was the crate I was after. Looks like Stingtail cleared out most of the contents, though.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Griff glances from his blade to you and back again.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, okay?
Spare the indignation and hand it over. Now. I ain't gonna ask again. Hand it over. Oh, you must think I'm playing with you. I don't play. Hand them over.
You're not trying to escape, are you?
Meet your maker.
I'll yield to none.
Rubbish.
Will source change back? What if there are no sources? Yet so quickly we find source so dangerous. What in his death caused it? To avoid what
An elf, caked in mud and blood, looks up at you from the bottom of the cage. He holds his shoulder at a strange angle. Despite his condition, he appears eager for your attention.
You kill him. Griff. Well done. Sometimes the best way from a situation is the simplest. You help me. You save me from a terrible man. But still there is more I ask of you. I know a way out of here, and this I tell you. But there is something else. Sahela, she is everything. A ruler, a seer, a knower, a child. She cannot. It is for all our people. Give me your map. I show you the way out. A secret. I give you this amulet. You must pass it to the elves who still remain. Tell them Sahela is here. They will send help. I go to her. I wish you good luck, and
Tired of the view in here yet?
Ivan smiles and salutes at you. The soldier tightens his grip on his spear. The soldier tightens his grip on his spear and looks past you.
Yes.
The soldier tightens his grip on his spear and looks past you.
We have help. We survive. And soon we leave. This is very good. Sahela is all right. I still protect her. She does thank you. Fate is like this. She joins the needs of one and the wants of another. We all gain what we must have. I heal. We count on you still. To tell the elves who remain, it is not devotion to Sahela, it is devotion to all, to the world. She is very special. She sees how we will survive, the void woken, the dead divine. She leads us back home. I never hear her speak something untrue. She sees what others cannot, and she sees our salvation. All of luck to you. Do not forget what I give you. Take it to the elves who roam the mainland.
Something isn't right here. It could be an ambush.
It is good. I see it.
We survive. Soon we leave.
Quite well again. Then we make another attempt.
Ah, my unlikely friend. What do you need?
The frogs are gone. The children shall be safer. I see the good in you. I see all of you.
I know I trust them well.
Safe. I am so glad.
The soldier tightens his grip on his spear and looks past you.
Yet so quickly, we find source so dangerous. When another divine lies.
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone? It's just, I've a proposition. Something very worth knowing. But it's hardly a group affair. Oh, noble. But after the Magisters take you, all your nobility will have been... Good luck with your friends, though. Change your mind about my offer yet? Attaboy. Who wouldn't? Finally someone... The plan's simple. Completely foolproof. I have a spell that I can use to teleport you right out of here. I can't use it on myself, but... There's an artifact that you can use to teleport me out of this place. Then I can use my spell to free you in turn. This item, though, it's in quite an unfortunate location. It's found its way into a nest of crocodilians on a secluded beach nearby. Here, give me your map and I'll show you where to go. Get that artifact.
Goodness, but this place has made you cranky. Buck up, old chap. There's plenty of singletons about.
Leave me be, Sam.
I only mean that if you think about it logically, she's much better off.
I won't say it again.
Ha! I found you, didn't I? Red, they said. Red, then dead. Not an attempt, mate. Not if I... Time's up, Your Highness. It's stabbing time!
Easy now, old
These assassins are. It's their frightful manners I mind the most, really. Well, that was rather fun, wasn't it? I do find it ever so invigorating to cut a cutthroat's throat. Oh, one gets used to this kind of thing, so I'll tell you what, all those bumblers they've sent...
The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at peace, but as you approach, she turns to you with a cheerful smile.
Haven't seen you around here before. New? You here alone?
She gives you a long look.
You keep them friends of yours close, eh? Not much in this world someone you love can't make better. It's nothing. If I haven't learnt that by now, I haven't learnt anything. It used to be I had a family. A husband and a little boy. We were here, then they brought us here. Now I'm just waiting for him to call my name. Waiting and remembering. Thank you kindly, sweetheart. I do appreciate it. They were good lads. Too good for this place. Listen to me, bubbling on like a cauldron. You're sweet. You run along now, darling. You shouldn't spend what little time you've got left here listening to an old...
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
What? How did I get... Hey, stop following me. Me? I know who I am. Well, at least I think I do. Sometimes it feels like... No, I know who I am. Who are you? You think books have the answer? No.
The cat shakes its head, as if trying to wake up from a deep sleep.
Huh? Yeah, fine. I'm fine. I'm not sure.
The cat opens his mouth as if to speak, but his eyes lose focus, and with a jerk he turns away from you.
save the spirit to fight the...
Is that thing eating corpses?
The creature heaves through lips gummed with human gore. It turns to you with great effort, pain apparent in every movement, and madness screams from its wide, bloodshot eyes.
You. Quite lost. Quite lost. Now, a little query. Where grows the yarrow? Quickly now, for I haven't much time.
The creature gingerly takes the plant into his bloodied hands. He runs his fingertips over the white flowers. His panting breath slows.
Darling, dear darling child. Hello, yarrow girl. Can it really be you?
The creature clenches the plant tightly. His breath quickens. He seems liable to lunge at you at the drop of a pin.
You wouldn't understand. Father's pride.
The creature begins to weep. Fast, silent tears spill from his eyes as he clutches the little cluster of flowers to his heart.
For you, my ring. Part of me. Name of Migo. Thank you. What is it? Go. Told you, didn't I? They crossed my wires, hammer goes clang, and then the worms crawl in. Name of Migo, come out of Arx. My daughter's a magister. Pretty-haired yarrow girl. She doesn't know about all this, though. Don't you dare blame her, pretty-haired yarrow girl. Clang, clang. Horrible old sadist. Filled my brain with holes. The devil lives inside her. Believe...
What were you thinking, messing with Griff's brutes anyhow? Frightfully busy at the moment, love. Haven't got any liquor on hand, have you? This fella could use a little comfort. Just what I ordered. Ain't you a peach, love? An old Dean here'd thank you too if he could. Poor fella over there crossed one of Griff's card sharks and got a club to the skull. Doomed to be sure, but I'd like to ease his way out.
The man sleeps so deeply, he might as well be dead to the world. The man sleeps so deeply, he might as well be dead to the world.
Fella can't hear himself think with all this racket. Day and night she hollers after that child. You hear that, Farah? You got to cut that out. What's happened to you?
Known her all my life. Her little girl Irma, too. Farah was a straight-shooting woman in those days, but now she's madder than a cuckoo and twice as loud.
Come on, old man. I can't wait all day.
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart?
What else do you call hollering after a ghost? That child of hers she's shouting after has been dead and buried a month over. Killed by a void woken back in our home village. Never even stepped foot in Fort Joy.
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not
And there ain't no amount of hollering that'll bring her back.
Please, please, you must help me. No one here will help me. Not one of these bastards. A child is missing. My baby. She was here. I only turned away for a moment. I'm sick with worry. Completely sick. And no one in this damn camp will lift a finger to help me find her. Yes, of course. Here, you should take it with you. When you find her, give her the doll and tell her, Mummy says this is for her little chicken. And
She soaks up a steady stream of tears with her.
she ought to come with you then. She ought to follow you back to me. You are an angel.
Hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
I don't think I ain't watching.
Laura.
That's your fifth.
She ain't coming back. I told him at noon exactly. Didn't I? You there? I'm looking for an inmate. He wears a large bronze ring with a dragon stamped into it. Name of Migo. Have you seen him? You have seen him? Tell me, where was he?
God.
And you're very sure it...
She inspects the ring closely.
This can't be. You said he was upon the beach, yes? I need to have a look myself.
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart.
Farah.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe. As she catches sight of you, recognition flashes in her terrified eyes. She drops her hands from her throat and starts hyperventilating.
Ben, Miss! Ethan! Ben, Miss! You killed them! You killed them! He killed them all! Murderer!
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your fifth move just to this road. Yeah, what of it? Grab it, you gobblers, the both of you.
She don't like the game, Topsy, you can fold.
Keep him away from me! Help! Somebody!
Cheating liars don't mean I
Stay
can't
back.
beat ya.
Stay back! Keep that monster bednest away from me.
What's happened? What have they done to you?
Darling? Yarrow?
Is that really you?
Little Yarrow girl. Grown up. Flower-headed.
What have they done? Beast! Watch your mouth, inmate. You're in the presence of an honorable man. I'd die 1,000 deaths before I'd see this go unpunished.
She looks at her father and manages a small smile.
As am I.
There were always rumours about the hammer, I suppose. I suppose it's strange.
She reaches out to touch her father's hand. He withdraws.
I had no idea. Wait, before you go. You've helped us a great deal today. Let me help you too. Take this key. I'll show you where you can use it. It opens a door leading into the fort that may help you get out of this wretched place. It isn't too late for you. Not yet.
What's happened? What have they done to you?
Darling? Yarrow girl?
It was her, wasn't it? The monster.
Don't think of the ugly now. Here I am, here you are. Here we are.
What's happened? What have they done to you?
Darling? Yarrow girl?
It was her, wasn't it? The monster.
Don't think of the ugly now. Here I am, here you are. Here we are.
I've spotted something. I am not opposed to manual labor if circumstances require.
It was her, wasn't it? The monster.
Don't think of the ugly now.
She's gone, Farah. Gone. Did you see them, sir? Bishop Alexander and the hammer herself. They were so close, almost within arm's reach. traitor cannot be murdered. A traitor can only receive their due. Easy enough to say in times of peace, but look around. We're standing on the edge of the end. The void woken are coming, sir. And it's only the divine...
Don't like the game, Topsy, you can fold.
No, just because the pair of you are filthy cheating.
Looky here, mates. A fresh face. We love fresh... Why don't you join us in a round? Chuff to you, Chief. Here are your cards.
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat. Ralvo's eyes linger on the table, where the card lies as innocent as a piece of cardboard can be. His gaze travels up your torso to meet your eyes.
Frightfully busy at the moment, love. Haven't got any liquor on hand, have you? This fella could use a little comfort. Why, look at that. Poor fella over there crossed one of Griff's card sharks and got a club to the skull. Don't to be sure, but I'd like to ease his way out.
Out my face.
The man sleeps so deeply, he might as well be...
Save your spirit to fight the Reaper.
The man sleeps so deeply, he might as well be dead to the world.
Think you're so fancy with your flashy abracadadoodle, don't you? Fat, who needs you? I caught a blow too many from those cards. Why don't you take it? They offer you a round of cards. Careful, though. If you ain't as skilled a fighter as me... Tough as tiger teeth. Just like me, ma'am.
Lovely day to you, doll. Lovely day indeed.
You watch.
Is that thing eating corpses?
The creature heaves.
You now, a little query.
The creature gingerly...
Darling, dear. Dear...
The creature...
You wouldn't understand.
The creature...
For you, my ring.
Did you see them, sir? Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself, they were so close, almost within arm's reach. You don't know them? They are all that stand between you, me and the void. And they were right here just a moment ago, attending to some business. Oh, I'll not forget this. I wonder if I could get a letter out of this place. Oh, my daughter would love to hear I'd seen the great bishop up close.
Mummy's right here. Where are you?
Farah. She ain't coming back. She's gone, Farah. Gone.
You there? Have you seen him? You have seen him, and you're...
She inspects the ring closely.
This can't be.
Mummy's right here. Where are you?
Yarrow girl, you've grown, you have. Yarrow girl, you've grown, you have.
Is that...
Little Yarrow!
What have they done? Beast! Watch her! I'd die 1,000 deaths before I'd see this go unpunished.
She looks at her father.
As am I. There were always, I suppose. I suppose now I know. It's...
She reaches out to...
I had no idea. Wait, before you go. You've helped us a great deal today. Let me help you too. Take this key. I'll show you where you can use it. It opens a door leading into the fort that may help you get out of this wretched place. It isn't too late for you. Not yet.
What's happened? What have they done to you?
Darling? Yarrow girl?
It was her, wasn't it? The monster.
Don't think of the ugly now. Here I am, here you are, here we are.
What's happened? What have they done to you?
Darling? Yarrow girl?
It was her, wasn't it? The monster.
Don't think of the ugly now. Here I am, here you are.
What's this? I found something. I am not opposed to manual labor if circumstances require.
Gone, Father. Gone.
It's time to accept reality.
Rodan, my winker. Fella's got more Rodans than an octopus.
Looky, looky here, mates. Why don't you join us in? Chuff to you.
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat. Ralvo's eyes linger on the table, where the card lies as innocent as a piece of cardboard can be. His gaze travels up your torso to meet your eyes.
Now, where'd you get a thing like that, mate?
Ralvo counts out the entirety of the table's pot without breaking eye contact.
Go! Hope you're behaving yourself.
Huh? What are you doing here? Thought Griff had you making the rounds inside.
Lucky you. See you later, Christoph.
What are you after, Pipsqueak? Complain to Griff if you don't like it. See how long you keep your ears stuck to your head.
Hope you're behaving yourself, Freshie.
Send us your children, your supplicants, and you divide.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your 5th blue jester this round.
What of it?
Mine.
Best avoid overtaking devourers.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe.
Don't touch me. You're too close. This collar, this place, it's squeezing the life from me. How is it possible? 1 minute you're in the garden in the sun, the next you're here, and they've put this thing around your neck.
Her hands move again to her throat. She seems to try to make space between her neck and the collar, but there's no space to be made. The woman is scrabbling at her throat as she catches...
Ben! You can't hide who you are, killer! Stay back. Stay back. Keep that monster rat nest away from me.
1,000 bucks of dust. 50 bucks of tears. Oh.
So, what's the news? Well, I certainly got lucky with you, didn't I? The way out's not... Give me your map.
I've spotted something. Even the most noble among us must occasionally dirty their claws.
Come. This way, in the back. Follow me.
I wonder where this leads.
You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You peer behind it and find a small human child holding her knees and trembling. The child quiets and seems comforted by your presence. She looks up at you with curious eyes.
There are monsters here. Lizard ones and real ones. It's really scary. And I miss my ma and pa. Master was a lizard. She sent us here. Me, Ma and Pa. She was not a nice lady. Lizards aren't nice ladies. It's their fault I'll never see Ma and Pa again. How do you know?
The child smiles. She starts tracing small shapes, hearts and stars and diamonds into the dirt.
Go! Get out! You are not welcome here! Go, man-pig!
She eyes you suspiciously.
Please. You hear me, human?
Can you feel it? Can you feel the darkness approaching? It is as if I'm being chilled from the inside out. I have become ice, frozen by an ice. It threatens to consume me. It threatens to consume. I fear I may be lost. Forgive me.
What's happening to these turtles?
turtles. They're transforming.
dragon, were you? You damn savage.
They do not earn the honor.
A group of magisters circle an elf, weapons drawn. The hound barks to draw their attention.
Sir, we've got company.
Ah, planning an ambush with this scion, were you? The witch don't fool me. She's wrecked this ship.
I tell you, I am no witch. The spores do this. If I'd...
Store the elven hedge magic. Weren't much use when we flooded your forest with death fog, were it? Lucian said it was a necessary evil. Me? I was just sorry.
You! I try to give you a chance. More than your divine order give mine.
Oh, sir. Her armor!
The scion twitches in sudden rage, and her armor uncoils, as if made of living vines.
No more chances.
Got a new stick for you to chew on.
stroking her armour as if soothing a wild beast. It is incomplete, and made, it seems, from the vines themselves.
The spores grieve. They wish only to create, not kill. This is why they grow armor from the vines, do you see? To protect me. It is the Magisters who destroy, who separate the spores, anger them. And never again. The spores are creation magic, old enough that even we Scions forget. I find them, hope they can restore the ancestor trees lost in the war. But the Magisters chain me and send my spores away, for study, and in wrong hands.
She gestures at the entangled corpses, vines still spattering gore onto the deck.
The ship docks at the mainland before this island. Where exactly I do not know. But I think the armor does. The presence within wakes. It wants to be whole. Perhaps then it truly speaks as the ancestor trees do. I find its spore mates and see. It does not matter. My spores go, and so I follow, wherever the armor leads. It is impatient to be gone, but I thank you for your help. You save more than one elf today.
Of vines snakes upward from the corpse. After a moment, you realize the vines bear unmistakable signs of old elven. Your mind churns. The imagery too chaotic. The vines have split. The vines encircle a rough to...
As soon as I saw that glint in your eye, I knew we'd make a solid team.
Ivan smiles and salutes it.
What's going on, everybody? Mortem here, this time bringing you my guide for the Contamination Armor set that was released with the Relics of Rivellon DLC for Divinity Original Sin 2. Jumping straight into it, the Contamination Armor set is awesome. However, it's going to take you a while to get it. Now, the first two armor sets in this DLC gift bag were relatively easy to get. You can get them probably, the first one you can get before, even 10 hours of gameplay. The second one, the Vulture Armor, you're looking at probably 20-ish, give or take, kind of depending on how fast you're moving and depending on the difficulty setting, if it's your first time playing, all that kind of thing. But those two you can get relatively early in the game. Now the last two, the Contamination Armor set and the Devourer, you're going to have to wait until the very end of the game. So if you're someone like me who's played this a million times and can get to that last area in like 30 to 40 hours of gameplay, doing literally everything, that's like bare minimum, assuming you're not like speedrunning it or something. Needless to say, you're gonna have to put in some work to get this set. However, the Contamination Armor set will require you to pick up pieces, or at least assist in acquiring them, those pieces, that is, throughout the entirety of the acts of the game. So it starts in Fort Joy, the very first act of the game. There is an area where you will meet Fane, or you can add him to your party if you want to, and north of that area there was an area where you could fight a big turtle boss that turns into a void-woken creature. Now that's part of the base game. However, next to that they've added a new area where you can find a shipwreck. Now if you go onto that shipwreck and investigate, you will find an elf referred to as a scion being attacked by several magisters. Now through dialogue you could in theory try to help the magisters or help the elf. However, pretty much regardless of your choices here, you're pretty much going to have to kill the magisters, because even if you offer to help them, they're like, no thanks, you're a sorcerer, we would like to kill you. With that in mind, the magisters either attack or you attack them and they will die. And at this point you can actually also kill the elf, and if you choose to, she will drop 2 pieces of the Contamination Armor set. However, for the sake of the lore, because even if you offer to help them, they're like, no thanks, you're a sorcerer, we would like to kill you. With that in mind, the magisters either attack or you attack them and they will die. And at this point you can actually also kill the elf, and if you choose to, she will drop 2 pieces of the Contamination Armor set. However, for the sake of the lore, we are actually going to leave her alive. But just know, at any point throughout this guide, you can totally just kill this woman and take all of the pieces she has acquired. So once we deal with this situation and we talk to either Diana or we investigate the ship. Now, if you don't talk to her like right after this, she will just walk off and disappear, so you have to talk to her pretty quick. But if you do, she explains that basically the magisters were using her spores and that they're dangerous, and that's pretty much all she'll say right now, and she's pretty cryptic about it. You're basically forced to investigate the ship. At this point, if you want more information, and you can do one of 2 things. You can click on one of the bodies writhing in agony with vines, and you can also find a ship manifesto up towards the tail end of the ship. Now, if you read the manifesto, it basically explains that this woman, Diana, is an elven scion. She had a bunch of spores with her when they brought her aboard. They were confiscated. She was very upset about it, and they consider her very dangerous. And then if you investigate the bodies of vines that you will have noticed, of course, by now, spores with her when they brought her aboard, they were confiscated. She was very upset about it, and they consider her very dangerous. And then if you investigate the bodies of vines that you will have noticed, of course, by now, if you investigate those and click on them, if you have the scholar tag with the person you're investigating with, they will immediately recognize them as the same type of elven magic that is used to make the elven ancestor trees, that is, trees with spirits in them. From here, we can basically gather that the spores were used somehow on these people, and it was clearly very detrimental to their health. And that's pretty much all you're going to know right now. Also in the manifesto, it will tell you other places that the spores had been shipped for study. Now, this doesn't really pick up again until Act 2 in Reaper's Coast, so we will find Diana again, actually, just north of the Paladin Bridgehead checkpoint as you should be able to see on this map. When we find Diana again, we can talk to her, and she'll actually tell us more about what's going on. Basically, the armor is talking to her because it is inhabited by some sort of spirit, and it would very much so like Diana to gather all of the pieces of her armor in some sort of holy ritual. And she says that it's easier to explain it by showing you than actually explaining it. So she walks over to this magister that's tied up nearby, who's already been infected by something, and she utters a phrase, and that phrase causes and she says that it's easier to explain it by showing you than actually explaining it. So she walks over to this magister that's tied up nearby, who's already been infected by something, and she utters a phrase, and that phrase causes the spore that the magister is contaminated with to explode, killing the magister, wrapping him in all those vines we saw earlier, forming a piece of armor out of those vines, which Diana then picks up and takes, which is the third piece she now has. Now from this point, if we choose not to kill Diana for this obviously horrible thing she's doing, she will send you to the Black Pits, which is one of the locations that was mentioned that the Magisters sent one of the spores to. Now once we get down to the Black Pits area, we can find two Magisters and the dead body of another Magister talking in a bit of a corner here in the Black Pits. It is just above the main little village area. Now when we walk up, we will talk to them, and it will turn out that one of them is wearing the chest piece. The dead one on the ground was infected with the spores. It activated, the spores overtook him, and it made the chest piece of the set. Now the other guy decided to put the chest piece on because he's an idiot, and now it is slowly killing him. Now through dialogue, we can save this guy's life by basically ripping the armor piece off of him, or we can just let it kill him and do nothing. Doesn't really matter either way. Now once we have this chest piece and we've resolved that little situation, we need to bring it back to Diana. Now we can either give it to her, or we can be like, no, this is ours, and fight her. Again, you can kill her at any point in this quest line. It really doesn't matter. It will still continue. Again, though, for lore purposes, we are going to leave her alive. So we're going to give her the chest piece back. And she's like, thanks, the last piece is in arcs. Because now she has 4 pieces. And the last one is in arcs because they sent it to the Magister's barracks there. The main takeaway here is from talking to Diana here, we can tell that she is is going absolutely insane. So the armor, the voice in that armor that is telling her to do these things is 100% driving this woman crazy. The next act of the game is actually the Nameless Isle. This quest doesn't continue at all there. We won't bother with it. It does not continue until the fourth act, which is Arx. Now, Arx is a city. In that city is a Magister's barracks. Now, there is some plot-relevant events that we're not really going to go over there that happen at the Magister's barracks. However, if you go through the side door, find the ladder of sorts that leads down to a beach and a sewer entrance behind the Magister's barracks, you can discover a hidden entrance to a lab. That entrance will take you to a secret laboratory, of course. There we will find Diana, and she's just completed the armor set by finding the helmet. The armor at this point forcefully takes Diana over. Now she's actually like, whoa, this isn't what we agreed to, but the conversation is basically that Diana thought she was going to assemble this armor piece and it was going to help unify her people. And the armor's like, actually, I'd like to just kill everyone. The armor takes her over, Diana attacks you, and summons this huge boss fight. Now, this boss fight is actually really interesting. It's one of the new ones that was added with this DLC. Boss fight itself is a bit of a pain on Tactician. I beat it at first try, honestly, but it was annoying, especially just kind of trying to learn on the fly. But basically, the giant monster enemy in the middle of the room is obviously the big bad. He will have a bunch of buffs when he gets summoned, called Bloom of Metal, stuff like that. Now, there are 3 flowers nearby that are giving him these boons. They don't do anything. They're just static. You just need to hit them and kill them. They will have a decent amount of health, though. Now, in addition to this, there are a bunch of trash enemies that are summoned who will do a bunch of poison damage and hit you a ton. So what you want to do is kill the flowers giving the buffs to the main guy as quickly as possible because they will destroy you. The main guy, that is. While he has those buffs, he is ridiculously strong. So get rid of the flowers, which will weaken the main boss, and then at that point you can focus on picking off the trash mobs and Diana and save the big bad guy for last, and then once everybody else is gone, he's a cakewalk. Once he is dead, we can of course loot all of the armor pieces off of Diana and put them on a character. Now, we don't need to put all of them on to trigger the next part, we just need to put the helm piece on. Once we put the helm on a character, it's going to enter us into a dialogue, and basically we have to, through force of will or persuasion or whatever you want to call it, convince the helm or reconcile the spirit in the helm with us letting us wear it, basically. So from here, this is way easier with persuasion, by the way, because you can just pass the persuasion checks, whereas if you fail the persuasion checks, or if you don't answer the questions properly, the character who put the helm on will be charmed, and your other characters will be forced to put him down, and then you'll have to try again, because until you successfully win this helmet over, you cannot wear the full armor set, thus getting all of the awesome benefits. From this conversation, we learned that basically this elven spirit was around when all of the trees and stuff were destroyed by death fog with Lucian. And giving into the despair of that event, the armor is basically just trying to use its power of these spores and contaminating and infecting people, bringing everyone to heal, like literally everyone, indiscriminately. It just wants to control everyone now, which is that's why it doesn't. Having all of it on gives you the rooting corruption buff, which gives you the poison resistance I just mentioned. It will also cause that character to bleed poison. Physical damage will cause your character to send forth a poison projectile, the direction that character is facing, that will hit enemies. In addition, the armor itself gives you some skills. One of the pieces gives you the living wall skill, which allows you to put up vines that will block passages of enemies. I believe it's the gloves will give you the ability to clear poison environmental effects and also give your character a buff that varies and scales on the amount of poison effects that were just cleared, as well as tons of bonuses to Hydrosophist and Geomancer, which is awesome because that pairs really well with my Shaman build. What I like about this armor set is it actually scales off Constitution, which is interesting because not a lot of armor scales off Constitution. Usually it's either Intelligence, Strength, or Finesse. And because it scales off Constitution, pretty much anybody can wear it and thus receive the benefits from it, especially that big poison resistance. Now, the thing I don't like is you get it so late in the game that most of the big poison battles have already happened. Like there are several battles on the Nameless Isle and such where this armor piece would have been amazing, but you get it so late in the game it's not super helpful to have it. But that said, it is still a very powerful piece of armor. The whole set is really cool. I should have all the pieces up on the screen with their stats and everything in full display so you can see exactly what each one gives you. There you go, guys. That is the guide for the Contamination armor set. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making it. It did take me a while because it was such a long quest line as far as what you had to do to get to each step. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing day. May you
Now, teleport me down to the ledge behind me near the tree stump. I'll bring you right after. Oh, we're almost free. Can you taste the ale? Oh, the scent of home. Perfect. Now. Quickly now, come along. Quickly now, come along. I'll teleport you down. I just need to see you clearly. Come close to the edge as you can, friend. Simply perfect. Now, teleport me to that mossy rock across the gulch, just by the torch. We're almost there.
I wasn't prepared for that. What now?
A snarl of vines snakes upward from the vines have split. The vines encircle a rough depression. The vines bear your mind before you even read. They pulse.
Teleport you down. I just need to see you clearly. Come close to the edge as you can, friend. Simply perfect. Now, teleport me to that mossy rock across the gulch, just by the torch. We're almost there. smells better here above that pit. Thanks for the help, and good luck getting yourself out.
Looks like it's just you and me, Stumpling. There's no way off. There better be enough wood in that stump to make a ladder.
The woman looks up as you approach, wiping her brow with a grease-blackened hand.
What do you need?
come to fight. You come to prove yourself. You come to be worthy. Good. Who aids you?
for me?
fine match. A very fine match. You may yet be the one. You prove yourself again, and again, and again. A warrior traveling the path of the wand should not be collared like a pet. I suggest you see the Tinkerer.
Do not lose hope. The one will arrive in time.
I'm the only one with the guts. I deserve the glory.
The one will walk among us, though not today, it seems.
I'm the only one with the guts. I deserve the glory. When's it gonna be killing time?
I ache for battle.
Who will be next to fight?
When's it gonna be killing time?
I've waited this long.
We will rejoin our comrades.